Hey everyone, Base DS here, and welcome back to more Knuckles Chaotix. Last time, we made our way even deeper into Newtrogic High Zone as we had to play a little game of hide and seek throughout Amazing Arena Zone. But now that we're past that, it's finally time to storm Newtrogic High Zone itself, so let's go ahead and put an end to this. But as we come to the entrance of Newtrogic High Zone for the final time, let's go get Espio out of the combi catcher. Because after all, we started this adventure off by rescuing him in the first place. It only seems right that we end it with him by our side. And besides, just like Vector and Charmy, he's got a 9-year vacation to look forward to after this, so why not? But now that he's out, let's move on over to the zone selector. And now it's time to take on Metal Sonic. Except it's not going to be a head-on fight, at least not yet. Instead, Metal Sonic opts for hardwiring himself right into the zone selector and using it as a weapon. So essentially what we need to do is make sure the selector lands on that X. That way it destroys all of these surrounding panels. If one is selected, then it's going to cause these walls lined with spikes to rise up, and these little bumpers will try to push us toward the spikes. If 2 is selected, the domes on the platform will pop up and try to crush us. If 3 is chosen, then Metal Sonic will fire off a set of missiles. And if 4 is selected, then a pair of saw blades will come up and try to cut into us. So hopefully this will not be the case. And I would say hold on to your partner as much as you can here because you've got no rings in this. So if you lose your partner and you end up getting hit, then you're going to have to redo this whole fight all over again. But luckily he only has 2 panels left for us to destroy. And he brings out the Dome Crushers. Okay, you know what? I lost Espio, but it's okay, though. I will go ahead and wait for him to come back, though. I'm not about to make any risky moves. Come here, Espio. Okay, well, he pressed it for me. And he destroyed the second panel. Okay, good. And that's the end of that. And with Metal Sonic returning to Robotnik damaged, the Doctor decides to use one of the rings to empower Metal Sonic. So it's now time to take on the true final boss. Meet Titan Metal Sonic. So he has 3 phases. First phase is going to require us to crash into his chest and destroy his hand. And luckily phase 1 is already out of the way. So now it's time to work on phase 2. We have to go ahead and destroy his other hand. Okay, gotta watch out for that then. Alright. Come on. Okay, we should be getting close to knocking that hand off. At least I hope. Okay, I want my rings back, please. Okay, I at least got 1. Alright. Now it's time for the final phase. Titan Metal Sonic will proceed to fire a laser from his chest, so we have to watch out for it. Luckily, at this height, it can't really hit us. But we need to draw him out, that way he doesn't go beyond the boundary. But hey, this seems to be working. Nope. Get back down here. I want that ring. There we go. Alright. Hold on a second. Draw him out a bit. And we got him! Titan Metal Sonic is down. And with all the Chaos Rings, we get the perfect ending. And as I said, Sonic and Tails weren't popping up unless you got your hands on the good ending at the credits, so yeah, this is their only appearance here in the game. But I gotta admit, it was actually pretty fun playing Knuckles Chaotix, and this was actually my first time beating it, so hey, more power to me there. I'll admit, it was a pretty fun experience. It was a little different than from what I'm used to, but I at least got the hang of it pretty fast and got used to the game mechanics and everything, so all in all, it was pretty much an enjoyable experience. It still needs a re-release though. To this day, it is the only 2D Genesis Sonic game. Of course, granted, by extension, it's a 32X game, but still, it's never had a re-release whatsoever, and I think it deserves it because not many people play this game back when it first came out. It was the same thing with CD. They weren't going to be dropping that much on an add-on for a console that was getting ready to go out the door, which was what the 32X was in the Genesis's case. But overall, still, it was a good adventure to play through, and I felt it was needed. Went ahead and give Knuckles a little bit more spotlight, and plus also go ahead and introduced Espio, Charmy, Vector, and Mighty. Of course, after this, we're not seeing Mighty again, but we will be seeing Espio, Charmy, and Vector whenever we get to Sonic Heroes later on in the future. Not sure when, but it's going to happen one of these days, so it only seemed right to go ahead and introduce them here because if I didn't do this game and whenever I started Heroes, I probably would have had to have described this game, so you know what? Kill two birds with one stone. Let's go ahead and just do this game, introduce them, and go ahead and clear it for the first time. So, all in all, it worked out. I will admit though, the 2 Panic special stages were pretty challenging, but after a couple of failed attempts and everything else and testing them out and getting a feel for them, it was pretty easy to figure out the sphere locations and collect them and avoid having to fall into the pits and everything, so other than that, it was good. But anyway, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end things here for now, so until next time, thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying things so far, and I'll see you again when we continue the Supersonic Samurai Knuckles Marathon with Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1.